I wish we had a better way to start tonight's show, um, but there really is no good way. We, as a channel, as just wrestling fans and fans of the man, are absolutely devastated. There's no really other words for it. If you are with us for Impact, and you're generally with us for Impact, and you're not really a fan of other shows, which that could be, and if you haven't heard, Bray Wyatt has passed away today. As you can see on our screen, 36 years old, and no details. It doesn't really matter what the details are, and that's no one's real business except for his families, who I feel just utter sadness for his wife to be and his children. It's just no words can really express what we feel, and obviously we're not going to we're on tonight because we feel that a lot of people that are out there wanted to probably see us tonight. We will do the Impact show. How it's going to go, I don't know, but we'll do it. We'll do it together, and we will though have a tribute for him more than likely tomorrow. We will do that. We felt the proper decision here was to give people some time to mourn, because it's fresh on everyone's mind. It just happened. And so we felt that was appropriate. But you can bet that we will do that. As I said on Twitter, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be a channel. Probably we wouldn't be doing what we do when Jeff and I started this. In fact, Jeff, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure we talked about this man in the chat of Wrestling Days and also with one another when we spoke the first time on your podcast. I know we did. And I know that we wouldn't be doing this had it not been for Bray Wyatt. So obviously Jeff, I'm sure, has some words here, and I will leave that to you, my friend. I just all I could say is just one last thing. Enjoy your time with your friends, your family, your loved ones. Never, ever, ever waste a day, because we just don't know. None of us know the time that we have here on this planet. We don't know. So, go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah. I'm going to try to hold it together. Joe was right. Probably wouldn't be here without being fans of his. I know that I feel pretty confident in saying that he got both of us back into wrestling at a time where we were kind of out of it. I wouldn't have met a lot of the people that I've met, gained friendships and people that are like family, had it not been for him. So I'm incredibly grateful to him. I would say to all of you, check on people that you love. And if you have, I'm going to throw this out there too. If you got an issue with someone, today is the day to end it. Today is the day to go to the person or whoever and be like, look, let's just squash whatever's going on, because life's too short. I think sometimes we take life for granted and we take people for granted. And for those who don't understand how incredibly impactful a connection can be with a performer, with a wrestler, with an entertainer, whoever, it's like they become a part of your family. It's like they become they become your family almost. And I would say that that's how this feels. It feels like losing a family member. It feels like, I mean, honestly, I don't have the words. Like I can't put it into words right now because it's so incredibly fresh and it hurts. And I know a lot of people are hurting. Send your love to folks like C Wrestling, Jody, Eric Rousseau, Brittany K, Hanzo. There are a ton of people, a lot more people.
Those people in our community. Jason Baker posted on Facebook, was very close to Bray Wyatt. He touched a lot of people, Jeff.
Yeah. Send your love to those people. And it's not even that you have to know the right words to say or anything like that, because nobody knows the right words to say anytime there's a loss, let alone it's an unexpected like loss just that completely catches you off guard. But I mean, we always say this on this channel, and I think some people might think it's just kind of a gimmick or a catchy way to end the stream, but we mean it. Love one another. Care for one another. Um, because at the end of the day, we don't know what tomorrow holds, and we can't take tomorrow for granted. We have to appreciate today. So yeah, I'm trying. I'm like I said, I'm gonna try to hold it together. But I mean, it's so difficult to even put into words what I'm feeling right now. So yeah.
We're here for you, and for ourselves, because it's when something like this happens, a tragedy happens. What you want to be is with your family, with your extended family, and you all have been with us through all of this, and so we wanted to do this. I don't listen, guys. I'll be completely truthful with all of you. I don't know how this is going to go. I never expected anything like this to happen. So Jeff and I don't know how this is going to go. Am I going to sit here and call wrestling matches? Probably not very much. We'll do, like I said, we'll mention what's going on and stuff, but is it going to be a normal show? Obviously not.
Nope.
So we'll do our best. And as far as Impact goes, obviously, this is their last show before Emergence. We will obviously have Emergence on our channel on Sunday, we'll get back to you as far as what we're going to do to celebrate Bray. Like I said, I'm guessing maybe it will. Well, a lot of it is going to depend on how everybody is and things like that. But hopefully we'll get that out there. We could even do it tomorrow. I know that there's other wrestling and stuff tomorrow. That happens and everything too. I know that. But we'll let you guys know. We'll let you guys know what we're going to do with that going forward. So I can't even find Impact on the time. Like I'm messing around my tablet here. Yeah. So
and Joe, I mean, I hate to add bad on top of bad, but we lost another legend this week. So
boy, oh boy, it's been tough, and yes, another absolute legend of the business in Mr. Terry Funk, who I mentioned on when I posted about him on our channel that wrestling today wouldn't be what it is without Terry Funk. We wouldn't have wrestling the way it is without him. And he was a hardcore legend, and it's two legends of the business in just a couple of days. And I know some will say, well, Bray hasn't been around for that long, but I'm just talking about legends of what they did for the business. And it's just, a lot of times when you hear things happen, it's sometimes it's just too much to handle in a short amount of time. But yes, he was huge. I remember his battles with Mick Foley.
Yeah.
Among other things, but again, wrestling would, all these things we see the death matches and stuff that you see today and all that stuff, it wouldn't be what it is without
hardcore wrestling,
right?
In general,
yeah, absolutely, it would not be what it is without him. And so again, just gone too soon, and it's just Gosh, it's just a sad day all around, and so the one thing I will say, and when Jeff and I spoke earlier, we were talking about this. I'll give you a little bit of a description about what happened. Basically, I was on my phone, and I was doing something. I don't even remember what I was doing, but I got a message through from a friend of mine I knew from for a while now, and all I got in the message was Bray in a message. And at first, I thought, "What am I missing? Did he return? Did he announce his return?" Is what first came to mind. I'm like, "Is he? Did he announce he's coming back?" And then I couldn't find anything. I looked on Google right away, and nothing. And then I went to Twitter, and that's when I found out. So, I can't even. And like Jeff said, I'd be remiss not to mention, as Jeff put it so eloquently earlier, we met such a tremendous amount of great people through this podcast, through other podcasts that we were a part of, because of the love for a wrestler and Bray Wyatt. I mean, my phone is blowing up. I'm getting messages and texts, and my own daughter just came in and said, "Are you okay?" So everyone knows, and I can't really describe it, because the only person I may have been similarly upset about was when Carrie Fisher passed, because of what she meant to my past when I was a young man, and seeing Star Wars. I often say she was my princess. And that's the only thing I could describe it as. And but yeah, we're gonna muddle through tonight and do the best we can. And for all of you joining us, like Jeff said, please, 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 two things. One, petty squabbles are nonsense. Nonsense. I hope, and I said this to Jeff too, I hope that if any lesson is learned here from Bray's life and from this tragedy, that people start to understand things that shouldn't be said to the public on a show. I certainly hope, and you all know who I'm talking about, that they feel horrible. And I don't wish that on anyone, but I hope they feel horrible right now, and they should. And please, again, from this, as wrestling fans, all of us, please, like Jeff mentioned, cherish every single day that you have. My wife mentioned this too. We don't know. None of us are guaranteed. None of us are. We don't know how long we have here on this rock. We just don't. And so, like Jeff said, petty fights, silly squabbles about pro wrestling and entertainment, right? Which is entertainment to us. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. And I hope, a tragedy that befalls something great is still a tragedy, but hopefully, maybe wrestling fans out there, because everybody, we remember Brody Lee, 41 years old, and he just passed away how many years back? And now we have Bray, 36. And we remember the wrestling community. The wrestling community could be a wonderful place. And they got together. They got behind that tragedy of Brody Lee, right? Brody was in AEW. They did a tremendous tribute show for him, which WWE, and listen, I know you're not listening, but if you are, there better be a tribute show for this man. There better be. And Now that'll be up to a lot of things, of course. The powers that be, and mostly Bray's family. So we'll see. But I hope if that's okay, then it should happen. But this kind of thing sometimes brings people together, and I really hope that that's what is going to happen here. Even if it's for, a month, 2 months, at least that, the little bit of time, maybe some people who just can't get the hate out of their minds constantly will know that, listen, life is fleeting.
Yep.
And this stuff isn't worth it. So.
Yeah, that petty nonsense, like life is too short for that crap.
Yeah, it is.
I'll be honest, and I try not to be as emotional as I am, but I'd be lying if I said that this hasn't made me really think about a lot of different things. Just in life.
Yep.
The need to let people know when you're hurting. The need to drop all the petty nonsense. Worrying about tomorrow and 3 months from now when you have today right in front of you. There's not a guarantee that 3 months from now anything is going to be the way that it is. So you have to appreciate today, and you have to embrace today. And like just thinking about him, thinking about his family, honestly, it's just made me really think about how sometimes we just lose sight of that. We lose sight of, what's right in front of us, worried about what's to come. And a lot of times that causes us to miss out on really great people and great situations. And, I'm not gonna say the things that I want to say because, and I say this truthfully, but also with a little bit of humor behind it. I'm really trying my best to live my life the right way and not say certain things and go certain places about certain people. But I really, really hope that these people that have had all of these negative comments, that have said some things really, and I don't wish bad upon them, but what I do wish is this. I hope and pray that they go look in the mirror and they confront whatever it is that's in them that causes them to belittle others and hate on others. I hope that they address that person that they see in the mirror, because that's where it starts.
Agreed. Oh man. So welcome all of you. I'm not going to go down the list. That we've already been, the chat's going crazy. But thank you for coming out and being here with us tonight. Like I said, we're going to get through this. We're going to change it up a little. We were going to do predictions for Emergence. We are not. We'll do that prior to the show starting on Sunday. So please come out with us on Sunday for Emergence. Of course, that is Sunday at 8 o'clock. We'll start it around 7:30, and we'll do our predictions for the show beforehand. If we decide that we're going to do our tribute show, we will do it tomorrow. Maybe it'll be around this same time.
Well, we'll let folks know. I just want to make sure that others are. I want to make sure that Jody's.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So it may be tomorrow. We'll let you out.
Right. We don't know yet. We'll get to that when we get there. And some of you are saying about SmackDown tomorrow. They're not going to change SmackDown tomorrow immediately. I doubt. They have things they have to do. I'm sure they'll have a little thing beforehand. I will just share this And this comes with the whole thing about other wrestling companies that we, listen, we just got that little thing from MJF, right, about what the wrestlers feel about each other, which I thought was wonderful. This just came from Impact Wrestling. And heartbroken to learn the tragic passing of Wyndham Rotunda, better known as Bray Wyatt. We offer deepest condolences. That's from Impact. Listen, the wrestlers are all they're they know one another. The companies know one another. They're not constantly at war, which everybody seems to paint that picture. Like MJF said, that's not how it is. They root for one another. They want to see each other succeed. They're their own thing, right? So, yeah.
I just want to add to that too and say that wrestling, for people who don't really understand this, wrestling is more like a fraternity.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're in different places, even if you aren't, in the same company, it's like a fraternity, because there are not very many people in the world that can ever say that they've trained to wrestle. Even fewer can say that they've been on television. And even fewer than that can say that they've either been in WWE or AEW or Impact, New Japan, you name the promotion. It's honestly like a fraternity. So you want to see your peers do well, because you want to see them do well because the grind. But the other part of that is, if they're doing well, if one company's doing well, most likely other companies are doing well too, because eyes go to the product. People are going to start searching. And I would say right now, as a wrestling fan, there are so many options, and that's not a bad thing for wrestling. I think sometimes, especially older wrestling fans or wrestling fans um, that don't really know the history the way that it is, they just read something online or watch somebody's quick video and think they understand the history of wrestling. But when it comes down to it, wrestling didn't start with the Monday Night Wars. Things were a lot different before then, and now they're different again. And I think as wrestling fans, we should be really happy about where things are. But the tribalism, the nonsense that gets spewed on social media, the hatred towards wrestlers, the constant, oh, well, this person did a lousy move. A lot of you that say that kind of stuff are very lucky that these wrestlers don't say, well, how about you come and do it? How about you come to the ring and show me how to do it?
Yeah.
So I would just say, appreciate what you love what you love.
Yeah, man.
If you only love Impact and that's all you watch, cool. If you only watch WWE, cool. If you only watch AEW, cool. But don't be a jerk to somebody else because they like something that you may not consume. It's just like the line, and I'll forget who I told this to, but it's just like the line, one of the bars from one of Jay-Z's songs. And he says in the line, what you eat doesn't make me shh. So what you like may be great for you, and that's fine, but it may not be for me, and vice versa. And that's okay. Because guess what? At the end of the day, we're all watching something we enjoy and love. Just
100%.
try to be kind. It costs $0 to be kind. So just be kind.
100%. We will preach that until we're blue in the face. I am proud of what we do on this channel. I am proud of the fact that we are a source of positivity in what has become, which shocks me, a very negative. Now, I'm not saying they all are. The people in our media family, the people who we know, Conrad's in the channel right now, perfect example. Tazzy, what he does, C Wrestling, what he does, all the people who we know, they are all doing the same things we do. We are providing or trying to provide a positive light in what has become a dark tunnel, which just blows my mind. And that's why we're here tonight. So the darkest of tunnels is what we're dealing with now. But we're going to be positive. And you know how I'm going to start it off? Tell me what you guys ate today. It's Thursday. Just, you know what? Let's just get it out of our system. Tell us what you had to eat. Share it with everybody. Let's levity this a little bit and get us back here to kind of a little bit of a sense of normalcy. I'm going to follow Impact's lead. I love what they did. They said that they are going to not live tweet the show tonight out of respect for Bray. I am going to not tweet out anything on our channel for the same. I love what they did there. And so we're just going to follow their lead. So let us know what you had. We'll share that with everybody. Like I said, let's get a little bit of levity and a little bit of normalcy here as best as we can. So thank you all for being here with us. We wouldn't be here without you, and we appreciate it. So chicken Caesar salad, says Chris. Pringles, says Jason B. Some chips. Fried chicken and rice for dinner, says Damien. Steak and potatoes, sweet potato pie, says Brandon. McDonald's with my twin brother, eating rice, chicken, banana, avocado, and pasta. Burger King chicken fries, large fries, and a Coke Zero for dinner. Chicken and rice for lunch today. Doritos, nacho cheese, tacos, boneless banquet from KFC, Chick-fil-A nuggets and mac and cheese. Good stuff going up in the thing here. I like it. Yeah, let's get our mind on something a little different. And yes, please, yeah. I mean, guys, go ahead and get it out there. You sure share whatever you is on your mind. Jamal, of course, Terry Funk Forever, long live Bray. Everybody's going to do that. That is perfectly cool. Get it out there. Throw it out in the chat. And obviously, we see it. We see you. And we're all just here to get through this together. Jason says, I'm definitely taking my Bray Wyatt t-shirt now to All In. I'm sure you won't be the only one, Jason. There will probably be a lot of people there that will do the same.
I would even venture to say that WWE shop might get an influx of purchases.
Yeah. I would imagine so too. Honey barbecue wings for the show. 10 more minutes. I wonder why I'm not seeing him in any WWE events. AB. Well, we got the news that he was. All we know for sure is what we've heard is that he was attempting to make a comeback, and that's it. We don't know any other details. And to be honest, like I said to Jeff earlier on, we don't need to know. None of us do. Right. The only people who are in the need to know about any of the other stuff is his family. That's it. None of us ever need to know, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't want to know. All we have to know is that he's no longer with us.
Yeah,
that's it.
And I'll add to this because I saw someone on Twitch make this comment. I would like to see WWE follow the family's lead. Whatever they feel comfortable doing, whatever they feel comfortable with.
Yes.
I would like to see them follow their lead because again, while he wrestled there and that's how so many of us were introduced to him, he's their family member first.
Yes.
So we have to respect the family's wishes.
Correct.
Whatever those wishes may be. However people choose to process this is up to them. And Conrad made a brilliant point. Everyone grieves differently.
Yep.
Everyone has their own grief process.
Yep.
And people are allowed to go through that process, however long or short that is for them.
Yep.
That's up to that person.
Yep.
Don't judge people because they're emotional or not emotional right now. I mean, things hit people differently. So just know that you have a lot of people here. You have a lot of people in this community that will support you, that will be here for you. we're only one message away, whether that's through a DM on X or Twitter or whatever the heck it's called, or Instagram or Facebook or whatever. We're here, and I think I'm okay in saying this for everyone associated with this channel, but we don't just say that we're family; we mean it, and that's something that really means a lot to us, and a lot of that is done intentionally. Um, we wanted to create something a little bit different, and um, and we're proud of that, and we're proud of the fact that so many of you, just by running it into each other in the chat, have become friends outside of the channel. Because honestly, that's like a full circle moment. To bring it back to Bray, that's like a full circle moment for us, because that's how we got to know each other. We met each other in a chat, much like this, and we started talking, and we got to know each other, and we became friends. So that's why this exists. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We like to say that I grew up on a comedy show called Cheers, the place where everybody knows your name. I like to think that the what we have here is that you can come out and be comfortable, and you all know each other. You've all been here. You talk to one another, and this is a safe haven to come out to. I know. Listen, we're not a super big channel. We don't have 50,000 followers or anything close to that. But what we do have is the ability to see comments and not flying up a board that we can't see unless they super chat. And that's cool. I'm perfectly good with that because it makes it more personable. And like Jeff said, we're proud of that. And a lot of that is attributed to our fandom of not just wrestling, but of course Bray Wyatt as well. Eating McDonald's. What else? We got chicken and rice for lunch. Doritos. McDonald's, chicken and bacon, mushroom pasta bake, Terry Fun Forever. Yes, absolutely. Heating up Tyson barbecue wings. I got to that one. Definitely be buying Bray merch. Grilled cheese and chicken breast nuggets. Nice. Eating pulled pork, but don't really have an appetite anymore. That is appropriate, Derek. Totally get you. Dark Angel says tacos for lunch. Petite sirloin steak, steamed corn on the cob with a baked potato, mac and cheese. Let's see. Guessing the other moment of silence of being SmackDown. I don't know. Too broke. I honestly don't know. I don't know. The fact that they'll be tributizing Terry Funk as well, I don't know how they will. What I will say is, like Jeff said, this is going to be very much up to the family as to what they do. Will they have a tribute show? I don't know. Again, very much up to the family. Will they do it anytime soon? I doubt it. Remember how long, it took a little bit for them to get the Brody one together, right? And Brody had a son as well. We all know him, right? He's been on AEW very often. They kind of took him under their wing. Well, we don't know. And so I don't know how that's going to go. So what we have to do is just be patient, just wait and see what the family wants to do. We may never get it, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. It's their decision now. They're to make. So I marinated pork shoulder in apple cider vinegar over soy sauce overnight. Cut it up and stir fried it with garlic, ginger, thinly sliced onion, egg, and tomato ketchup. Served it with rice. It was terrible. Jeez, this is a big description to come out and say it was terrible.
You had me in the first half.
Yeah.
Me in the first half there, buddy.
Thanks for the laugh, Barry. We kind of needed it.
Thank you.
Patience is time. Time is everything. Life has its way of throwing a curveball at you. And remember, there are no second chances. You only get one life to live. That's very true. I appreciate we have this. Thank you, Odin's Son Truth. I wish I was able to meet people from the chat, too. I hope to meet everyone. I only live very near Jeff and haven't had the privilege of shaking his hand, but it will happen.
We're going to make that happen. We got to make that happen one day.
Hell, Jeff and I never even got a chance to meet yet. We haven't met personally, believe it or not. Doing this for 3.5 years, we have not, and we're only a state away.
And you know what, Joe? With all of this,
that has to happen sooner than later.
We got to make it happen.
Yeah, that
sooner.
has to happen sooner than later, because you can't. Yeah, that's if you learn anything from tonight's show, don't waste time.
Yep.
Just don't waste time, because again, we just don't know how much time any of us have, and so don't waste time and don't be angry, because you know what, you're going to regret it. If anger is the way you leave a person in life, you will at some point regret it. So it's not worth it. I can honestly say, as a person, that there's one person I have in my life that no longer speaks to me, and to this day I don't know why. He was the best man at my wedding, and I don't know why. And oftentimes I wanted to try to ratify that situation, because I really don't even know what happened. But I wanted to ratify it because I don't want to be left that way. Because I may never speak to him or see him again, and I don't necessarily want that. I don't like having that in my life. So, yeah. I can definitely see them giving Michael Cole a bit of time at the start of SmackDown tomorrow to say something. Oh, I'm sure they will, James. Yeah, they will say something. I just don't know that if it'll be the 10 bell salute. I just don't know if maybe it'll just be the black with the, like we started the show with the wrestler and with the years and stuff like that on there. I really don't know. I don't know what is going to happen. All I could say, to finish this little thing up, is this: the worst thing, and Jeff has children too, the worst thing as a parent that can happen to anybody, and I've known parents that this has happened to, is to lose your child. You always think in life that your children will outlive you. That's the dream. When you lose a child, it is the worst thing that can happen to a parent. So please, in your thoughts, keep IRS, of course, and Bray's parents, because that is devastating. There is no other word for that. You never, ever, ever in your wildest dreams imagine that your children won't outlive you. Yeah. So no matter how it happens, that is devastating.
Yeah. So, yeah. I remember when my mom passed away, my grandmother was at her point where she wasn't really suffering fully yet from Alzheimer's, but it was getting there. And it was heartbreaking. Like, it was already heartbreaking because it was my mom, but then to see my grandmother that way, yeah, I mean, that's, yeah.
Yeah. There's no words that can describe that. That it's, I've known, my wife had a friend growing up who lost her child in a car accident. She was 17, 18. Devastating. There's no other. You never, ever, 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 ever recover from that. So, yeah. Somebody mentioned Braun. Yeah, listen, all of his friends. I mean, Bray is trending on Twitter. It says WWE in the process of setting up their website to reflect that going forward, the money raised from Bray Wyatt merchandise will go directly to his family. So that's a wonderful thing. So those of you that were saying you're going to buy some Bray merch, look at the comments. Mick Foley, rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. This is awful news. It's terribly sad for his family, friends, and fans. I thought so highly of him and was so flattered when he started using the mandible claw for his finisher. Now I'm getting a little misty. He was a true visionary, one of the most compelling presences that wrestling has ever seen. From an absolute wrestling legend. Alexa Bliss. I'm just in shock, extremely heartbroken, and at a loss for words. What I can say is what an amazing human being Wyndham is, amazing friend, and one of the most creative minds to ever walk this earth. Wyndham, you've brought so much joy and happiness to everyone around you. It's going to take me some time to really process this. Sending my love to the Rotunda family and JoJo. We love you, Wyndham. And that was the picture that she shared. I knew we'd be seeing this. This is going to be hard to read, a lot of these, but I knew that they would be out there. nothing yet. I'm not seeing anything from Braun, but there will. I'm sure there will be. Boy. So, yeah. Okay. Well, the show's about to get started, and we all know, like I said, this is the go home show for Impact Wrestling. So, we're seeing PCO out there, and he's just beating up on Raj Singh, and I think that's Raj Singh. Yeah, Champagne Singh. Oh, yeah. I'm going to screw up more than I ever have tonight. There's no.
That's all good.
You're saying Sean Ross Sapp confirmed that he passed away from a heart attack. I didn't see that, but I'm not doubting you, James. I was given permission to reveal that earlier this year, Wyndham Rotunda got COVID that exacerbated a heart issue. This is from Sean Ross Sapp. There was a lot of positive progress toward a return in his recovery. Unfortunately, today he suffered a heart attack and passed away. So there you go.
Wow.
COVID that exacerbated heart issues. So that's from Sean Ross Sapp. So I'm going to share that on our Twitter. So there you go.
Wow.
COVID, folks, is no joke. It's no joke. That's why, my wife and I both have things that are immunocompromising. I know, and I'm not going to get on a preacher. I'm not going to get on any kind of pulpit here or anything like that. But look, you got to do what's best for you. Whatever you feel you have to do to prevent things like that, that is no joke. No joke. So it's still going around. There's people still getting it. They're getting it now more and more, just like it comes and goes with the flu season. So that's no joke, because everybody reacts to everything differently. So yeah, that's horrible. Well, now we know. Bully is not leaving his hotel room. And I don't blame him. PCO would be all over that if he did. PCO, heck, maybe he'll go after him in his hotel room. Oh, man, I'm glad they toned down PCO's green face paint a bit. He looked like Kermit the Frog last week. He's got a lot more yellowish, like zombie-ish paint on, kind of gold. FU COVID, says Chris. Bully there, yeah. Bully's in his hotel room, talking to PCO from the hotel room. Bully Ray is the guy that takes out Perfect Creation 1. We'll see. I don't know that anyone could take him out. I mean, he's defied all of that. My goodness, they spilled gas down his throat, lit him on fire, and he's still back. Matt Ray Walton, Tom Hannafin. Tom Hannafin making comments saying that he would like to stay in Impact long term, so that's cool. James tweeted. What did you tweet, James? See what gotta go to my personal one here. Chris Bay. Chris Bay doing a little music for Bray. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, they're all rooting for one another. Right. They're all rooting for one another. You're seeing Chris Bay, a guy from Impact Wrestling, and he's putting stuff out about Bray Wyatt. This is what I mean, guys. They are all a family. They are all a family. The stuff they do for work is stuff they do for work. They don't hate one another outside of the ring. They are all sticking for each other. They want each other to succeed because it's all wrestling. So this is what I mean, and that exactly a great point of what MJF said. So, Trinity, who will be defending her title against Deonna Purrazzo on Sunday. That I would imagine, Jeff, is going to be the main event. I think.
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah, which we kind of said the last time that they should do that. So I kind of think that will be your main event. Wow, look at that jacket. Pink frills on the jacket that glow. That's pretty amazing. This could be match of the night. Trinity is just having a wonderful time in Impact, and I love seeing it. Love seeing it. I heard Macklin's cleared. Yeah, he is. He is. He came on Twitter and he was saying he's ready to go. So that's cool. Maybe he will show up in Emergence, John. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Matt Hardy tweeted and Dustin Rhodes. Yeah, the whole wrestling community will, because I'm sure they all knew him. Matt Hardy, of course. Yeah, those guys were close.
Yeah.
Matt Hardy, absolutely shattered to learn that my friend Wyndham has passed away. It's devastating to think he left us at only 36 years young. My condolences go out to his family, wife, and children. I'm so sorry, my compeer. Miss you already. Yeah, this is going to keep coming. This is going to keep coming. Paul, what's going on? Been a long time. I can't believe Bray is gone. This one hurts hard. I have a family history of heart problems on both sides. My father had a couple heart surgeries. I was given a good bill of health on my heart recently, but obviously need to be in better health. Appreciate prayers, but I'm good for now. Yeah, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. I'm going for some heart tests also soon. I'm getting a surgery done to hopefully better myself overall. I'm getting weight loss surgery done. So, but I have to go for a series of tests as well, and they definitely check your heart, obviously, to make sure that that's all good to go, because it's a major surgery. So, the Miz, the world lost a good one today. Bray Wyatt's storytelling ability, along with his unique creativity in the ring, was a force that kept your eyes glued to the television screen. Wyndham Rotunda's fun-loving, free-spirited, paired with his infectious laugh, is what I will truly miss the most. My thoughts and prayers go out to the Rotunda family. Rest well, my friend. Ron Killings, I am saddened by the news. My condolences to the family of Wyndham Rotunda. I'm going to miss you, my friend. Yeah, it's the Alexa Bliss picture is heartbreaking.
Yeah,
heartbreaking. I never had the pleasure of knowing the man. Of course, I know Jeff met him, as did Jody and Brittany Kay, C Wrestling, Hanzo. Those people who got to meet him are, of course, going to take this really, really hard. I've never had a chance to meet him, but I've heard nothing but great things about him. And his demeanor and everything like that. So I'm sure he was a great person. What's up, Joe and Jeff? Devastated. RIP to a legend. And Eric Bishop tweeted about Bray and Matt. Yeah, there's going to be so many wrestling. But see, this is what I mean. When someone touches someone's life, you're going to have this. You're going to see a lot of this, coming out, and you're going to see a lot of this, about him, and a lot of kind words, I'm sure, about him. So you're going to see a lot of it. I know. So yeah, I hope we both hope C Wrestling's okay. I know. Yeah. I know he made a video. I don't know how he was able to do that. C C basically dedicated his channel to Bray Wyatt. For the longest time, he did nothing but Bray videos, and all through the Funhouse and all that. That's all he did. Now he does the you might have missed stuff, but he basically dedicated his channel to Bray, which is,
I mean, and the theories and, the accuracy of the theories and everything like that. I mean, he really, really just dove into the man and the character, and really just analyzed everything. And and I'm so glad that he was able to meet him, and they had that moment.
Brittany Kay, of course, a member of our community, has met him multiple times. So you're just seeing just an absolute outpouring of thoughts. Jody Threat getting a shot. This is the second. This is the second title holder, Jeff. She's had a shot against right before a title match. Remember with Deanna right before. And Jeff, isn't it kind of weird? Jody kind of softened up Deanna maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
I wonder if the same thing might happen to Trinity here. It's kind of odd that they both met her like right before they met one another. This will be the second time. The Rock tweeted about. Oh boy. The Rock. I'm heartbroken over the news of Bray Wyatt's passing. Always had tremendous respect and love for him and the Rotunda family. Loved his presence, promos, in-ring work, and connection with the WWE Universe. Very unique, cool, and rare character, which is hard to create in our crazy world of pro wrestling. Still processing losing the GOAT, Terry Funk yesterday, and now Bray. My love, light, strength, and mana to the Rotunda family and Funk family during this tough, heartbreaking time. As always, thank you for the house. And you see a picture of The Rock with Bray. That's a huge, huge compliment coming from one of the best to ever do it. And especially promos. There's a man who has done more promos and better promos than probably almost anyone you could think of.
The 95% of the history of wrestling.
Right? And for that to come from him, that's an unbelievable compliment. Unbelievable compliment.
And I'm just going to go ahead and say this right now, folks. So please don't expect it and don't beat me up by it. But I'm probably not going to type in results tonight. I'm checking on different folks right now, and that's why I'm off screen. I'm just checking on some different people, seeing how they are.
Yeah, it's fine, man. It's fine. Absolutely do what you got to do, dude.
But I'm still here though. I'm still watching.
Yeah, absolutely. Do what you got to do. Keep shouting them out, folks. I can't possibly check my phone for all that. So if someone else tweets out, let me know in the chat and I'll read it. And we'll do this stuff as we go. Jake something promo here. Of course, Jake is going up against Sonata at Emergence. They're just doing a tribute here to Terry Funk too here on the show. You got to remember this. Their shows are recorded, pre-recorded. Victor says, rest in peace to my favorite. Grew up Terry Funk too, a legend in the industry. I won't watch ECW without him. Never got a chance to meet most of the wrestlers I've grown up or watched over the years, but I always considered them friends, so it hurts when we lose someone we care for. I completely understand that, Too Broke. Like I said, I've been a wrestling fan for as long as I can remember, since I was 7 or so. And listen, when you welcome someone into your house, regardless if you've met them or not, they're in your life from that point on. You know, when you go to see a person consistently in the movies, or you watch a show week after week after week, you know, they become a part of your life, right? Regardless of whether you meet them. And it's great if you can, but a lot of people don't get that chance, and that's okay. So completely understand it. It's okay. It's perfectly okay to feel that way. You know, and totally understand that. I was wondering about Undertaker. Yeah, no, I don't know. I was wondering if we might get anything from him. I would imagine we probably will, but I don't know. No, nothing, nothing on his Twitter. He doesn't tweet much, though, to be honest. So, uh, yeah, Mark. No, I just checked. No, he, like I said, he doesn't tweet very often. I don't even know if he runs. You got to remember, guys, too. A lot of these wrestlers don't run their own social media. They can't be bothered being on there. I would think at Undertaker's age and stuff, he might not spend a lot of time on social media. So I would kind of think not. How do I sound out there? I bought a new mic, which is
You
totally
sound good, man.
good. I'm glad to hear it. I got a new mic. I'm trying to up my game here a little.
We may need to switch our slots on our I might be more of an evening guy now. You might be the quiet storm.
Oh, really?
You might be the quiet storm guy.
I don't know. I don't think I could take that place, man. You still have you've got that smooth Lou Rolls kind of thing going, dude. I can't beat that. I can't beat that. Yeah, I got a new mic, and I have a filter on the mic. I'm trying to up my game a little. I'm even gonna learn some stuff. Jeff's gonna teach me the master class, man. I'm getting the editing tips. I'm getting all that kind of stuff. Showing me how to make YouTube thumbnails, all that good stuff. Jeff's gonna teach me. So that's gonna be fun. Listen, we've been doing this for long enough, and it's time I up my game, and time I learn some things, and that'll be good, right? This way, when we do start trying to do some more stuff for you guys and get some more videos out. By the way, thank you so much for voting. I did put that out there. Josh Alexander here, talking about his upcoming match. Good to see Josh always. He was in a match at Multiverse, first match back. So great to see him. He looks awesome. But yeah, thank you so much for voting, and thank you for your comments on YouTube. Please do more of that. We read them all. I read all of the comments on YouTube, so please do more of that. Really, really appreciate it. And thank you for those that gave suggestions. Some of you, and I love the suggestion, said that you may like to see us do a wrestling Q&A kind of a thing. You know, and we're going to mull that over. Like, that might be like a thing where maybe we'll do like a 45 to an hour show. And we'll give you guys in the chat the opportunity to just throw out questions, and we'll just do Q&A, like a wrestling Q&A. We'll talk whatever, you know, we'll pick questions, whatever you guys want to talk about. So there's just some things we're mulling over. And the one announcement I can make is that, as Diener and Connor, is that we are now committed. Jeff and I got together, committed. We're going to do our Sunday Between the Ropes show every single Sunday. Yep. Every single Sunday. Other than when there's a pay-per-view like this coming Sunday, there's a pay-per-view. So when that happens, obviously not. But every other Sunday, or every single Sunday, we will be doing Between the Ropes. We love doing it, and why not? Why not? You know, you guys have come out. We get pretty good crowds out to that. Not usually much to do on a Sunday night, so we are going to do that. So we're gonna get out there. We're gonna get some more stuff out there. So that's exciting. Diener and Laredo Kid. Ric Flair and R-Truth. Thank you, A.B. Jobson. I'm going to go look. Wow, Ric Flair. This the Nature Boy, the Rock. I mean, when your great friend and someone your son's age dies within 2 days, it really makes me reflect and think about life. Don't take any second for granted. Rest in peace, Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt. That was Ric Flair. Beautifully said. Very true. Let's see what R-Truth. Oh, we haven't seen R-Truth in quite a while. I hope he's doing well. I know he had that injury.
Yeah.
I don't know what his Twitter is, and I really should because he follows us, but I don't know. I don't know what he has as his at to find him. He follows us on Twitter too, and I'm pretty embarrassed that I can't find him. This isn't him, is it? No, that's not it. Maybe I could just find him by just doing a search. Ron Killings. There we are. Hello. I am saddened by the news. My condolences to the family of Wyndham Rotunda, a.k.a. Bray Wyatt. I'm going to miss you, my friend.
Wow.
When you know someone is a good person is when just a bunch of random people pop out there and start saying and calling of someone their friend. So I think it's pretty safe to say that he was a good person. And,
yeah.
And a lot of people obviously saying those things about him. So hope Laredo wins. Can't concentrate. Glad Trinity won. Yeah, it's going to be that kind of a night.
Yeah.
It's, like I said, we're muddling through.
Doing the best we can.
Yeah, probably not going to be at our best and considering. I wonder what's going to happen with the whole thing with Eric Young. I'm sure he's kind of sick of getting beaten down here. I wonder if he makes a run in here and helps out Laredo Kid if they start. Just imagine how Mark Calloway feels right now. Yeah, somebody asked about Undertaker. I would imagine.
Yeah.
Just think of his friends, guys. Braun. I was wondering if Braun may have tweeted Cross. Oh, Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross was a big fan of his, and he wanted to work with him. Karrion Kross. I don't see anything on Kross's Twitter. Where did you see that? I have his Twitter pulled up right now. There's nothing on his Twitter. The newest tweet I see is his pinned tweet, which is the Fallen Prey, and then there's the one about Braun Breaker. I don't see anything else from him, unless maybe it's a reply and he didn't tweet out. No. Yeah, I don't know where you saw that. Where you saw the Karrion Kross thing? Did he put it like on some other type of social media? Was it on Instagram or something? Eric Rowan. Oh boy.
Oh man, this is gonna be.
Oh boy. Eric Rowan.
Kyle put out a post on
I was remiss to not mention Kyle Scarborough.
Yeah, he put from the bottom of my heart, thank you for what you did for my career and my family. I'll miss you, Bubba. And he's got the picture of them together.
Yeah, Kyle's a mess. Kyle wrote what the actual fuck and said it over and over again, and then always called me hoot, crazed in the late night phone call stories, thoughts, ideas, concepts, visions, intentions. You were bigger than the world could hold. I hope you found it. I love you, Wyndham. What's Rowan's Twitter? I can't find him either. Redbeard, isn't it Eric Redbeard? Eric Redbeard. Yeah, I think this is it. No, I don't know if that's him. No, that's the stupid fake accounts on Twitter. Piss me off. Diener is talking to Eric Redbeard.
Yeah. Matt.
Yeah, Eric
Matt
Redbeard. Diener's not talking to Eric. Oh my god. Just sorry.
Matt Raywalt tweeted. He says it's unfair. It's so unfair. I have so many fond memories of Wyndham, such a warm presence. I don't have the strength to now, but thoughts of him will always make me smile. My love is with his family, whom he loves so much.
Here's Carrie and James Chadwick sent it over. Thank you. No matter what's going on, call up a friend today and tell him you love him. You never know when that opportunity will be gone to do so. And then he says, I'll see you up there, brother. That's from Carrion.
Wow.
Mick Foley, yep. Read Mick Foley's earlier. I can't find Eric Rowan. So, James, if you see that, send that over. Diener really calling in some people out here. Said, I say it ends in Emergence. Oh, we're getting a match, Jeff.
We are.
This wasn't advertised yet. Oh, boy. Eric Young and Diener, no DQ. Jeff, do we get somebody that might come down to help Eric Young during that no DQ?
We very well may. I'm hoping so.
Oh, man.
Wow.
As great as Impact is, it's definitely seeming to be difficult. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, totally get that, Damien. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Like Jeff and I said, we're just Tron Killings Road. I'm saddened by the news. Gonna miss you, my friend. That, of course, was our truth. PCO is looking for Bully. He's screaming, Bully. Bully. Taz wrote, very sorry to hear Bray Wyatt's passing. It's very sad. Unfortunately, I never got to know this man, but watching him perform, you can instantly tell he was extremely talented and creative, and more importantly, hearing how great of a person he was. My condolences to his family. Another legend.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley lost for words. R.I.P. Of course, Alexa Bliss. Big E. The first dude that took me under his wing when I got signed in 2008. We spent so much of our adult lives together praying for JoJo, praying for his kids. I will miss your laugh and your boyish charm, my friend. Goodbye, Wyndham. Tommy Dreamer. I didn't think I had any tears left. So creative, so talented. Blessed to share the ring with him. Loved hanging with him when we were together. The goons are out. In Bray Wyatt's last press conference, he spoke passionately about taking risks and doing it because he wanted to have a legacy. He said that it was a beautiful thing about pro wrestling, that there was something for everyone. That's true. He did. That was after the Mountain Dew match. I'm kind of glad that we got the video game stuff. Small consolation, but he will live on forever in that game. I've seen some amazing tributes from gamers. I used to play a game called World of Warcraft when there was a player that had passed away, and they had a funeral for him with their characters online. Gamers are some wonderful people, and I can bet you that something like that might happen on the WWE 2K game at some point. The gamers will find a way to tributize him somehow. I'll almost bet that something like that will happen. Joe Black says, R.I.P. Bray. I'm getting Chipotle for dinner, says Diara. Jacoby, my body hurts right now. R.I.P. the greatest mind ever, Bray and Terry Funk. Love your people. Be nice to one another. And like Jeff said, PCO on the rampage. Jeff Ice Cube, son O'Shea Jackson Jr. talking about Bray Wyatt on Twitter and posted a pic too. Oh, that like I said, Victor, there's going to be an outpouring.
Yeah.
Rowan has not tweeted since about his show 9 hours ago. How about Braun? Did anyone see anything from Braun? They're probably devastated. Baron Corbin. They're probably devastated. Braun and I mean, imagine, guys, Braun and Eric lost Bray and Brody. That's devastating. Baron Corbin. Let me see. I don't know if I could find him either. A lot of these people don't use that as their name on Twitter. Baron Corbin. Here it is. I'm trying to process this and can't. Wyndham was a friend. I feel for his wife, his beautiful children, his parents, his brother, his sister, and everyone else who knew what an incredible person he was. I mean, we haven't even mentioned Bo and his sister.
Right.
His sister just had a child.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, goodness only knows if Bo will ever wrestle again. He may not.
I think wrestling or a storyline should be the furthest thing from anyone's mind or thought process at this point.
No doubt.
That's anything revolving around him in terms of what he did in wrestling.
Braun did post on Instagram. Thank you. He writes, I really don't even know how or where to start. This is just what I can muster up. 8 years ago today, I joined you as your black sheep. If I knew only eight short years later, I would have had to say goodbye. I sure as hell wouldn't have taken so much for granted. You were my best friend, my mentor, big little brother, my brother of destruction. You were there for all my highs and my lows as I was for yours. You taught me so many things in the business that we shared and loved, and you taught me so much in life. You truly made me a better person. I was so honored the day I found out you were having Nash boy, and you asked me to be his godfather. Wyndham, you were one of a kind, with a great mind and an even better soul. The world lost such an amazing man. My heart is with the Rotunda family, Jojo, and all the babies. No, I love you all so much. I'll see you down the road, my friend. Slap Brody on the ass for me when you see him. I know this isn't bye forever. I love you.
Wow. Wow.
Beautiful stuff.
Yep.
Brittany posted, Jody posted, I really can't do this. Tell me this isn't true. He was one of the only people who knew my deepest secrets. I love you so much. I love you forever. You're one of my best friends. That was from Brittany.
Wow.
Posted pictures and stuff. Jody posted a picture of when she met him as well on Instagram. Oh, man. Thanks for letting us know. No, Boomers. I don't think we're going to see Bo Dallas. That's like Jeff said, that's the farthest thing away from his mind right now. He's going to be spending time with his family. When your brother passes away, you'll be with your family for a good long time. He won't be on SmackDown. Somebody should just tell PCO where Bully is. That would be nice, right? WWE posted Bray's greatest moments on Peacock.
Wow.
Yeah, I ended up purchasing, and it's not a licensed video at all. But someone in about a year, and I think I've had it for about a year, a little more, probably about 2 years. But someone took it upon themselves to record all of the Funhouse moments right from the Dollhouse on up to the last one, and put it on DVDs. Of course, obviously not licensed. The guy was selling them for like $20, and I ended up buying it. So I have that. But I'm sure WWE will probably. I hope that they do an official one at some point. Put out a collection of his matches. I know that they would sell. So I hope that they do that. I'll definitely. Well, I don't know that I'll do it tonight on Peacock, but I'll definitely be checking that out at some point. I was gonna see if WWE shop had. I hope that they do. Something for, even kind of like they did with Brody in the shirt. Maybe just to get the family some, some stuff from it, right? Some proceeds from it. I hope they kind of do that. They will sell 1 million of those things. They probably won't even make enough.
Yeah.
To sell. So I hope that they do something like that, because that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Cody Rhodes. Okay. Thank you for letting me know about these. I think it's just kind of appropriate that we share some of this coming from his peers, obviously. Cody said, what did Cody say here? I'm on his Twitter. I'm not seeing anything in Cody's Twitter. Where did he post? I didn't see that. I'm on his Twitter right now. Actually, he hasn't tweeted. Well, he wrote. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I just passed it. He said power and endless love to your family, and then he said rest, cowboy. Cody Rhodes did. So, skidding through in an ice cream truck, waving literally Rita's at everyone. Are you here for the show? Cloud of raspberry tart comes out of the windows. I missed your comment about you. I know you, Laura. You posted earlier about Sweet Tooth. I missed a comment. Lori, of course, talking about Twisted Metal. Lori trying to keep things a little levity to things, and we appreciate that. All we need on SmackDown tomorrow is Bray's rocking chair in the ring with a 10-bell salute.
Oh man, I can tell you right now, if that were the case,
I won't have any dry eyes. I can tell you that.
Nope.
See wrestling is live with Conman. Well, that's good. I'm glad he's able to talk it out with someone. So I'm glad that he's able to do that. That he has a place. Jody posted, so Bray made us family, and I effing love you guys, all of you. See wrestling, Tazzy, myself, Jeff, Brittany, Dorsey, Art, Kyle Scarborough, Jason Baker, and I don't know who Kitty, Dale, of course, Dan, Big Dan, duh. That's from Jody. I just ordered my merch from WWE shop. Least I could do for his family. Yeah, a lot of his stuff was discounted. That happened before, so that wasn't because of this. Takes laps around driving Sweet Tooth's ice cream truck. You know, I got the clown mask, and I'm probably going to go as Sweet Tooth to my buddy's Halloween party. There's a dude that 3D prints the machete, so I'll probably have that too. ABC wins the match. We're just not paying attention, and I feel bad.
I'm not even on the right graphic.
No, yeah, we're just not paying attention. So you'll have to excuse us tonight, guys. Yeah. It's just I said that this is just not going to be a normal show. Something WWE wouldn't do, but it would be amazing. The rocking chair in the ring, puppets next to the ring, original theme. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that we might get that right away tomorrow. I don't know that will happen, but maybe. I don't know. It'll be interesting to watch SmackDown and see. I would imagine probably just maybe the black screen and maybe the 10-bell salute for both him and Funk, possibly. I don't know. That would be cool though. But again, you know, that, like Jeff said earlier, it's up to the family. It's really, really up to the family and what they want to do. Last thing they might want to see is that on TV.
Right.
So it's up to them. WWE's announced that all net proceeds from Bray Wyatt merch sales will go to supporting his children and fiance JoJo. That's as it should be. As it should be. Subculture. Promo here. Of course, they are wrestling the Rascals for the title. There's Joe Hendry. Brighten our night, Joe. Him and you, yeah, come on. Brighten up our night a little bit. None of us are in the right mindset. Yeah, it's all good. It's truly a sad day in the wrestling world. Impact will be there tomorrow. Brandon says, I can't watch the show. It's all good, Brandon. We're doing this because, you know, we wanted to spend the time with you guys and the family. It's obviously, you know, we'll have a proper tribute show at some point. But you know, yeah, we just wanted, they're going to show this funny video. No, they're not. Come on. Just give us the video, the whole thing. That would have been something to smile at. Oh, this epic fail. It's only played like not even a couple seconds. Oh, boy. Jeff, we talked about this with Trinity and Deanna. Do you think we get a run-in at some point for that one, or maybe an after run-in kind of thing with Trinity and I mean, the name Mickie James has been shot out there. You know, with you know, so I wonder, do you think we get something after that Trinity and Deanna match?
I think it's very possible that we do.
It wouldn't be such a bad thing, Jeff, to have Mickie put Trinity over.
Right?
Because they could wrestle at the next pay-per-view. And we did say that Mickie would probably do that for someone who she thought was, you know, the next up. So maybe that's where it'll happen. Call me crazy, but honestly, my favorite match was his Firefly Funhouse match with John Cena. You're not crazy. That's not you're not the only one who thinks that.
No.
John Cena loved it. To tell you that. Speaking of which, isn't Cena on SmackDown tomorrow? Is tomorrow the night he shows up? I believe it is.
Or is it next week?
Or was it August? No, I might be wrong. It might be September. Yeah, it might be September. But the man was born for cinematic matches. No doubt. Listen, Bray carried COVID as well. Bray was one of the guys who carried through COVID. No doubt was one of them, because you didn't have Roman. You didn't have a lot of those big guys there. And Bray, with all the stuff that he did, carried through COVID when there were no fans there. So I found some generic clown masks that I could pass for a sweet. I got to remember to show you. I got one from Etsy, I think is the one I got from, or might have been Mercari. I can't remember now. AB, it's good. Jeff and I both watched it. It's
it's good.
It's a good show. It's a good show. It was done really well. Samurai del Sol. We were supposed to get his debut before, and he got beat up.
Yeah,
didn't even make it to the ring. Cena's on SmackDown and the India Spectacle. Yeah, how about the news about the India Spectacle? I'm glad you brought that up. That is not going to be televised. They are not televising that show, which is a little crazy. It's like a house show, but it is not being televised. I would imagine a lot of that has to do with the time, because the time difference there is crazy. So you can't really maybe do it, but that is not going to be televised. So as he returns tomorrow on SmackDown for an appearance. Okay, so it is tomorrow, Damien? I thought that was the case. I wasn't sure. I wonder if maybe John might say something. I don't know. Twisted Metal is excellent. No, it's definitely getting a second season. I think they're already doing that, although with the writer's strike and all that stuff, we have no clue when any of that stuff's going to happen. Peacock special, maybe. Come on, Sabin, give us... Yeah, Chris Sabin's out there with Samurai. Is Cena going to India to tell them they also deserve a WrestleMania? He's spreading the wealth, James, huh? Wow, look at that. There's some athleticism. If I tried to do that, I'd break both my legs.
Yeah.
And other parts of my body.
And other parts, yeah.
You never know. He could show you tomorrow. Like I said, we'll see. I don't know. I could see, like, maybe Raw. It's so soon. So soon. It's only going to be the next day, and I don't know. That's why I like so soon. So soon. AEW tweeted. Oh man. Let's. Yeah. R.I.P. Wyndham Rotunda. AEW joins the entire wrestling world in mourning the loss of Wyndham Rotunda, a.k.a. Bray Wyatt, a third-generation wrestler. Wyndham proudly carried on his family's legacy by forging his own incredible path to superstardom. Wyndham's unique style and persona showcased his passion for the industry and desire for innovation. Sends deepest condolences to Wyndham's family, friends, and fans. We are forever grateful for all his incredible contributions to the industry. Would love to see Fuego del Sol in Impact, especially for the X Division. Hassan says versus Terry Funk. Yeah. Hard to believe his last match was LA Knight. Yeah, that was. Listen, this is the best of the wrestling world, folks. This is when they come together, and it's a shame that it has to take such a tragedy to do that.
Was just about to say that.
This is the good. This is the good, but it shouldn't take a death to do this. You know, this should go on all the time. And the same with everybody else on the socials. It shouldn't take a tragedy to have this happen. It should just come natural. It should just be, come naturally to people to just be nice. Class AEW, well written. Thank you both, Bray and Terry, for the memories. Legends never die. I have no idea how he did that. Impact tweeted too. Yes, I posted that before. The one thing you'll always have, guys, is memories. What he meant to you. What the matches and stuff. You could always go and rewatch. And you'll always have that. No one can ever take that from you, and so he'll live on. He'll live on forever. He'll be until the next person comes in, whoever that may be, and is as creative. I'm not saying is going to be as creative, or there may never be anybody, but that next person maybe will take that next step forward and try to kind of do some of this things similarly to the way Bray tried to do it. And maybe he'll inspire some people to come forward. Bray did all this stuff for horror and wrestling, which is one of the big reasons why Jeff and I loved him so much. We're big fans of that. We always talk about that. Jody mentions it all the time. And that's one of the reasons why. And I hope that doesn't die with him. There are wrestlers who keep that alive. In Impact, obviously, we have Rosemary and Father James Mitchell and Jessica when they're doing those characters, and Crazy Steve and other people like that. And I hope that will continue because I think wrestling needs that. I do. And Vince Russo too. Vince Russo loved Bray. You can say what you will about Vince Russo, but he really loved Bray Wyatt.
Mm-hmm.
He really did. He was on Busted Open talking about him and said he would have loved to have been able to work with Bray.
Yeah.
He loved Bray Wyatt. I have to find him online. I don't know what his Twitter handle is. But yeah, people love or hate him. I get it. He said, really can't even process this. I didn't know Bray. I never met Bray, but I was always in awe of him. The most creative, talented, original, provocative, authentic, charismatic, most brilliant human being and performer to ever stand in a wrestling ring. For once, I'm speechless. That's a dude right there. And like I said, say what you will, but that's a dude that did some pretty huge things in wrestling.
Yep.
And that coming from him, Adam Cole Bebe tweeted too. Let's see what Adam had to say. You guys are seeing this stuff quick, man. I'm on his Twitter page now, and there's nothing. I don't know how you guys get that so fast. The top tweet I have is the one with him and MJF. That 23 hours ago. Yeah, damn, I'm not seeing anything from Adam Cole. Let's see if it's under. No, 23 hours. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything from Adam Cole. Derek sent me AEW's post. Thanks, Derek. Coming fast and furious here.
Yeah.
Cole didn't tweet anything. Okay. Adam Goldberg. Yeah, Adam Goldberg tweeted out. I saw that before. I always wondered, is that the Adam Goldberg, the one from the show? Not the actor, of course, but is that the actual Adam Goldberg that show is based on? The Goldberg show? I often wondered about that. Because obviously he's older now. He has a ton of Twitter followers. I know that, 34,000. Yeah, he retweeted what AW tweeted. Cody Rhodes, he retweeted his too. Adam Goldberg said, "We've lost Jay Briscoe, Terry Funk, and Bray Wyatt this year. I hate everything." Yeah, man, like it. Yeah. It would be one of the last pieces of work he ever did, and the fans would want to see it. What are you guys talking about? Yeah, we did see Sean's update on Bray Laurier. Yeah, that he passed away from a heart attack. Oh, are you talking about that movie that he worked on? That's with Jason Baker. I don't know anything about that. I don't know how far they got. I don't know. That was supposed to be like a Netflix release or something. I think was what we heard. I don't know. I don't know how that would work, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that would work. The last thing I read on that was that it was going directly to Chiller.
Okay.
So that maybe I don't know. I don't know. It'll be huge if it does get released.
Yeah, if it does.
It'll be
Yeah,
huge.
if it does.
Nate says, "Hello, I'm here to watch Impact." Nate, welcome, but I'm so sorry to tell you, we're not doing a very good job of it tonight with everything that happened. So I'm glad you're here. Welcome. We normally are doing the Impact watch along, and Chris Sabin is in the ring right now, but with all the news, it's just hard to keep up and hard to talk about. So I hope it gets released somewhere because I want to see it. That's up to whoever owns the rights. I don't know if he does. I don't know if Jason Baker has something to do with that. That movies and stuff like that can be very tricky posthumously because it's just there's all a bunch of that's I don't know. I'd be cool if they could. Be the last time we would get to see him on a screen, right? It's been a pretty good match. Of course, Sabin, and I'm not really surprised, Chris Sabin.
Yeah, Laredo Kid's always doing great work. So these two together had to be good, right?
Yes, sir. First time for like ever. I'm watching Impact, not giving a crap about. Yeah, I didn't think there'd be much focus. I didn't think there'd be much focus. We'll be back into this on Sunday, of course, with Emergence. We got the word that we're getting another match added, so that is, of course, Eric Young and Dean are in a no DQ. So we got that match added. I knew the card was a little small.
Yeah.
Which I figured they probably would do this and add some more matches to it. So, but yeah, we'll be back, of course, on Sunday for that. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, of course, is Emergence. The Viper in the Family is one of my favorite stories WWE has ever told during the best era of SmackDown. I know there's some of you talked about this, but obviously if you want to help out the family, go and buy merch. That's the best way you could do it. The proceeds are going right to the family. So if you want to help them out, please do that. I think I have just about everything they have in the shop. Under him, I know I have all the shirts and stuff like that. That hat's cool though. I might get a hat. I kind of like the baseball hat. I wanted to go over to Conman stream. No, listen, you don't have to apologize.
Nope.
Jason Stoffer, I have a question. Jeff, you end tonight's streaming playing He's Got the Whole World in His Hands, or what it? Yeah, we get probably nailed for copyright for that, I would imagine. Yeah. Well, listen, Jason, we're going to do a proper tribute.
Yep. And all of that will be in there, and and it's not going to be monetized or anything like that.
Right. If you guys were with us for the Razor Ramon tribute, we did the same thing. We did a very similar thing. We won't monetize it. It's not. We're not going to monetize it. And in fact, if they do set up something for Bray, We can always take super chats and donate to whatever they happen to set up. We did that, I think, with Razor, with Scott Hall as well. So, yeah, we saw Alexa's tweet, James. Yeah, I read that out loud. I do want to hear the Crazy Steve stuff because this has been really good.
Yeah, this really has.
Said I asked for you because you are the best at what you do. You're the voice of Impact Wrestling. Your voice has weight to it. My voice has been taken from me. And I need you to help me carry my message. He said, look at me, Tom. I'm not crazy. He says, I'm tired of being abandoned. Tired of being forgotten. If I can't be the antidote to evil, perhaps I could be the plague. Says the Joe, he's getting a little crazy. Ooh. There's nothing casual about. Oh man. Said you were gonna help me.
Mm.
Oh man. Oh boy.
Wow.
Tell them, he screams. Ooh, look, whoa.
What is that?
He's just puked up like a whole bunch of green stuff. I'm comfortable with violence and evil. I'm comfortable being a psychopath. Yo. Wow. Okay. Oh, Killer Kelly and Masha.
Hey, Gus.
Hi, Gus. How are you on this crazy night? Remember, this is a fatal 4-way tag team match? Yes.
Yeah. So where do we think Crazy Steve is going?
I don't know, but I kind of dig it. I really love that. Like on a night when we're celebrating the life of one of the coolest horror characters ever. Obviously, not planned, of course, at all. But I really kind of dig that. Some caption having a heck of a time at Masha's Russian. I don't speak any Russian, but I kind of like it. John, you gotta chill, buddy. You gotta chill. Not the night for that tonight. We're not seeing much of anything. So just chill a little bit. I can see Crazy Steve joining up with the design or maybe PCO. I don't know. That looks like a whole different kind of animal there. That was nuts. That was nuts.
I just want to see him solo for a while. Just do his
Yeah,
thing.
man. I'm okay. I'm just kind of sad and shocked. What happened about Bray? Of course, yeah. We all are. I want to know what Masha puts on her hair. Saying. And there is Jody. Hello. We're all trying to do the best we can here and process things. John, it's all good. Just it's all good. Let's just relax.
Yeah, calm down, please.
So just relax. Everybody in the chat saying hi to Jody. No, Heather, please don't apologize. Don't apologize. We're you all gotta deal with this as we can. All good. All good. Jody said not okay, but I will be. Daniel Sun said, Jody, I'm so sorry. Understand. Everyone said, oh, are we okay? Hello. Daniel Sun says, so tragic. It is. Yeah. Thought of you guys as soon as I heard. Appreciate it. Feels like I lost my best friend. Yeah, we were mentioning it earlier. You watch somebody on a show or in a movie or wherever. They're a face that you see weekly. Sometimes more than your own family, if it's more than that. And yeah, it's hard. It's hard. This is the Emergence card of Kenny King, and if Johnny Swinger gets his title shot, of course. This we just got. This is official. No DQ. Diener, Big Con in his corner, and Eric Young. You've got to know that Eric Young's going to get someone. What? Whoa, what if Crazy Steve joins Eric Young? Woo, that would be awesome. Tag team titles on the line. Eddie Edwards, of course, against Frankie Kazarian. A back-to-school match. I don't know what that is. They're going to use chalkboards and erasers and all that stuff. 8-man tag. Time Machine and Josh. Bully, Ray, Moose, Brian Myers, and Leo Rush. Sonata and Jake Something's going to be a low-key banger. Looking forward to that. Is it okay to be sad? Sure. Of course. Of course it is. PCO's in the hotel. I wanted to just stop and say hello. I'm going to try and get some sleep. Yeah, probably a good idea. Sign me up for that. I never even thought of UI and Steve. Oh, could you imagine? That would be amazing.
That would be.
PCO's in a hotel looking for Bully, which I'm sure he's either not there, hiding out, or ready to attack him. So that's a very nice hotel. He's going to be waiting for him somewhere, and it's either going to attack him or jump him, or maybe he'll throw him out a window.
For a brief moment, I had that thought. Like he was
when you saw the window, me too.
I was like,
yeah, me too. We got a championship match, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Shelley and Brian Myers. What if EY brings Insanity? That'd be cool. That would be cool. Brian Myers, the most professional wrestler.
And yes, it is 9:40, Joe.
It is 9:40. Well, I guess that's a good thing, huh? At least it went fast. Yeah. later try to rest tonight. Shocking for all of us. Love Alex Shelley, but I have met the man. He is not 5'10". Adorable, but not that tall. Trav says shocked by the news of Wyndham, as we all are.
Yeah.
As we all are.
I can confirm Heather's assessment there.
That he's not 5'10".
That he's not 5'10".
Oh man.
That's what we call one of those roster heights in athletics.
Nice.
So when the other team looks at the roster and sees all the people that are 6'6", and they show up and they're actually 6'2", you psych them out a little bit.
Wow, I mean, Bray is on every news, ESPN, Fox Sports, Yahoo, everywhere. TMZ, USA Today, CBS Sports. Joe Gacy reacts. Oh no, that was the other day.
Man.
Brian Myers.
Yeah, let me look at the match here because I need to distract myself.
Yeah, there is just
There's a lot, man.
everywhere. ESPN of all places, it's just everywhere. I'll bet CM Punk might have something to say about him at some point too.
I think you're going to see a lot of people that you probably haven't heard from in a while.
Yeah.
Come out and say some stuff.
Agreed.
I do know what I'm going to do after this, though.
What's that?
I'm going to go look at that video collection on Peacock.
Peacock, yeah. I was thinking it might be too soon, but I might do that too.
I think that's going to help me.
Yeah.
A little bit, so.
Yeah. Joe Gacy says, I don't really have words. I'm stunned and shocked. You will be greatly missed.
LA Knight tweeted the picture of him and Bray.
Did he?
Yeah, he tweeted the picture of him and Bray.
You know, the crazy thing is, who would have thought back when we saw that match that would be it? Mm-hmm. Which is what we talked about at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? You know, that after that match happened, that was it. Last time we'd ever see him in the ring. Insane. Now, he was in rings after that, obviously, at house shows that he wrestled LA Knight. They wrestled quite a bit after that at house shows, but of course, never on TV again after that. I shouldn't say that. They had the Funhouse, right? The Funhouse thing for when he was doing the whole thing with Bobby Lashley. So that was probably the last time we saw him on TV, I guess. Man, I mean, I love him, but he's tiny. I'm 5'4", and he can't be more than 5'7" max. Still supremely talented. Today's show post, everybody has it. Listen, it's a tribute to the man. That that he's not Roman Reigns. No one is. He had a championship a couple times, but it's a tribute to the man and what he's accomplished, that he's, the story is everywhere.
The man and his talent.
Correct.
And I think seeing so many places post lets you know that a lot of people outside of our wrestling bubble
Yeah.
knew of him. And he is, what a tremendous loss. I mean,
Yeah.
that's tremendous loss.
Jason.
During the go
Sorry.
ahead, I'm sorry.
No.
Go ahead.
I was just reading Jason's comment. Just said, "Follow the buzzers. He has the whole world in his hands." Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm so happy that I got a chance to meet him.
Yeah, that's cool, dude.
And I think anyone that will tell you he's like one of the nicest, most laid back, cool dudes ever. And but just a good conversation with him, and just wow. Yeah.
Myers takes Shelley out.
I get. Since we have these guys in this match, and trying to turn the attention to Impact. Where who's the person you think that ends the reign of Alex Shelley?
I'm gonna go. Well, if they want to go back full circle, I would say Macklin gets it back, and then you can go Macklin Josh, which I think maybe is the way they wanted to go in the first place. So that's what I would say. Now they could go right and do Josh Shelley if they wanted. They did have that little interaction between the two of them, so they could go that route. But I would say that Macklin might come back and take that back from Shelley.
Yeah,
that's what I would think would be the most logical thing to do.
Here's a question though: how long do you wait to do Josh and Macklin, because you don't want Macklin to have a short reign if your idea is to get the title back on Josh?
Yeah, I would go early next year, like probably the first big pay-per-view of the year, or maybe even Slammiversary next year. That's where I would go. Because you're right. If you give him another like 1 month run, that'd be stupid. Chris says, just like the Fiend remembers, so will we remember. Let him in. Chris, we saw the thing from Ric Flair's page. Yeah. He's absolutely right. Mark says, thanks, guys, for bringing our wrestling community together more in the recent passing. Been sitting here numb, taking it all in. Thank you. Thank all of you for coming. It helps us just as much as it helps you. But I'm glad it did. Would love to see Ace Austin become world champ. Josh and Macklin, no titles, just a match. We wanted to do this. We could have bagged it, but you guys expected us to be here. We wanted to be here. Is it going to go down as being our best show for Impact? No, but we wanted to be here.
Yeah, I mean, it's really about being with family,
right?
And we knew that the rest of the family was hurting, so try to distract ourselves for a little bit at least.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Jody had a nice little interaction here with Adam Freeman um, on Twitter, saying Jody, of course, posted the picture of her and Bray, and Adam writes, "You guys always did right by him, Jody, and I know he was fond of you just by bringing your name up when I met him the few times I did." Jody says, "Really?" Says, "Yeah, I talked to him about the show and about Twitter users he interacted with. He was very positive about your program. People don't realize just how much he paid attention to fans. He loved us."
Wow.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We came up with that show, and we the one thing we did was we always, through everything, we were always behind him no matter what he did, and no matter what happened, we knew. And of course, Jeff, and I always say this, Jeff and Jody carrying that through the times when he was gone was pretty incredible. And those of you who came out was pretty incredible because, you wouldn't see that, I don't think. And that's a testament to the man too, because you wouldn't see that happen, I don't think, with many other wrestlers, if any.
Right.
So that credit goes to Jeff, Jody, and of course all of you who have.
Yeah, I mean, everybody that came out during those times, thank you.
Yep.
You helped keep the conversation going. And again, I mean, it's just a testament to how talented he was. I mean, you can't talk about just anyone without them being around for over a year. You can't just pick up and have a show about them weekly for that long without some depth being there, and that just speaks to the talent.
Yep. My body ticks jolts. I think they're getting worse. I got to try to calm my body down before I go to sleep. Sorry, Alicia. Yeah, I hope you're all right. Alex Shelley, of course, retains. Wonder if we're going to get a little more of the PCO thing before they go out. Uh-oh, Moose. There's Bully. Well, Bully's there. So, obviously, PCO didn't find him, but let's see if PCO made his way back. Be a heck of a trek if he did. Would you keep the belt on Alex Shelley until the new year or have him lose it bound for glory?
I would have him. I like Joe's idea of having him go up against Macklin, and I will say Macklin has tweeted out that he's 100% cleared.
Yes, he did.
Oh, that may be coming sooner rather than later.
Crowd is chanting for walking weapon now. They're trying to take apart Alex Shelley. Bully Ray hitting him with his belt. Here comes Josh. And we got Kushida out there too, so everyone's in there. I have a feeling this episode is going to end with a brawl. Yes, you are right. You are correct. Bully Ray, I don't know what he's doing here. Big thumb to the eye here. This is just mayhem. Moose. Uh-oh. This is backstage. Oh, what happened? Sabin got taken out by Leo Rush.
He did.
That's not good. They might need a replacement. Gee, I wonder who that would be.
Yeah.
I wonder what that would be. You're going to see the light
biting the heck out of
biting Josh's face off. I think you're going to see thumb to the eye. I think you're going to see the lights go off at some point here. Johnny Swinger, new Digital Media Championship. We could have that happen.
Yeah. The only thing we didn't get is a is a Three Stooges like curly spot there.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. That we're still going here.
Josh, return the favor.
Josh is biting Bully now. He's taking a chunk out of each other's head. No, that's it. That's where we leave off. No
That's it.
PCO.
Josh devouring Bully's forehead. That's where we end off.
Like he's chewing on a big melon.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh man. Bully, you pig, says Heather. Oh. Well, folks, as an unusual of a night as we'll get, I hope. Yeah. Well, listen, we hope you got some enjoyment out of it, and we're able to just kind of reminisce a little. Like I said, I thought the reading off the tweets and stuff would be good. We get to hear other people's thoughts and stuff about Bray. I thought that was an important thing to do, and so yeah, lots to obviously lots to process, and it's gonna take time for everyone. It's a shock. And when shocking things like that happen, it's going to take time. So, yeah, we will, like I said earlier, we will for sure have a tribute show for him. We'll see when that'll be. I can't give you that. I don't know. Maybe we want to try to get as many people as we can together. We might do something like that where we get Tazzy and Jody, and maybe we could even talk with C Wrestling. Who knows? We could maybe just get a whole bunch of people that we know together. That could take a little bit because we got to sync schedules up and everything like that too. So we for sure will have that at some point. So. Thanks for the stream. I'll definitely be back Sunday for Emergence and keep the community posted when the tribute. We absolutely will.
Definitely will.
For sure.
Definitely will. We want to make sure the other thing too, aside from getting everyone together, is just making sure that folks have time to process and gather their thoughts. And and because when we do this, we want this to be special. We want to honor his memory and his legacy. And Jody and I were texting about that a little earlier. Is doing something, and she's gonna work on a couple other things, but we're gonna do something special to really honor his memory and legacy. So we'll definitely keep everyone tuned. So we'll keep you posted.
Absolutely. That thing about SmackDown is absolutely not true, Joe. So I don't know where you heard that, but that's not true. They didn't cancel SmackDown. There's no news of that anywhere. I don't know where you saw that, but it's not true. They wouldn't do that. They've had people pass away prior, and they've never canceled the show due to it. So that's not happening. I don't know where you saw that, but that's not true. Bray was a huge loss. Jacoby, yes, the Fiend is trending, I'm sure. So, but we'll definitely get to you guys with it. And listen, as far as I know, I'm probably going to get asked this. I know we're going to get asked this, maybe on Twitter and whatnot. I honestly can't give you an answer as to what is going to happen going forward for Abby's. I can't do that. I'm sure Jody can't do that right now. Jeff can't do that either. So honestly, I don't have an answer. We'll see. That's all I can tell you. I don't know. It's been a crazy day and a crazy night, of course. So, again, please join us on Sunday for Emergence. We'll start, like I said, at 7:30. Hopefully, we'll everybody will be in a little bit better spirits anyway. But that is Sunday, so please join us for that. And we'll see all the matches that we got tonight come to pass, and then we'll keep everybody posted about a tribute show. Again, don't forget, we will be having Between the Ropes every single week. Obviously not this week, because like I said, not weeks of a pay-per-view. So going forward after this, every single week we will have our Between the Ropes show on Sundays. And then, of course, we'll be back again next Thursday with a follow-up to Emergence and Impact Wrestling as well. So, man, more than ever, I will just say this. We can't score the show because obviously we didn't keep enough attention to it. So I am not even going to attempt that. More than anything, guys, please keep the families and friends of the men who passed away, Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt, in your thoughts and in your prayers. They need it more than ever. Please do that. Please, if you got anything at all from this tonight, please don't hold grudges. Don't be nice to people as much as you can. You don't want the last thing you say to someone to be a horrible comment or a bad thing where you never get a chance to take that back. Bully made a great comment on Busted Open once about wrestlers that pass away. They do wonderful tributes on there for people. And he made a comment once about saying how don't wait until someone's gone to send them flowers, which I absolutely love. He's 100% right. So, yeah. And for goodness sakes, let's all take this as a way to treat everybody else better, to enjoy the sport that Bray was so fond of moving forward, to have fun with it, and yeah, let's just do that as a tribute, of course, to Bray Wyatt. Jeff, last thoughts, and we're gonna get out for the night. So
I'll just say that this is very difficult. I know for a lot of people. Yesterday I was bummed out because of the news of Terry Funk, and and honestly, I found out about Bray. Jody sent me a text with a screenshot of Triple H's post on Twitter, and at that moment it was like I wasn't actually in reality, and it still kind of feels that way.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot to process, and people have their own methods of how they process, and they have their own speed at which they process things. So allow people time to grieve. Allow people the time to process through their emotions, and just be kind. Again, I said this earlier, it's free to be a kind person. It's absolutely free. You don't have to go out of your way to be kind. I mean, it's just be kind. Because you never know what people are going through. And I think today made me realize that sometimes we get so bogged down in the minutia of life.
Yeah.
We get bogged down in I got this bill, I got that bill, I got this, I got that. And that's all true, and it's all responsibility, and we all have to take care of those things. But you know what? When our time comes, those bills won't be hurting. Those people at work or those tasks at work won't hurt. people that you make friends with at work will, but they're your extended family. But the tasks won't matter anymore. So I heard this quote, and I'm gonna mess it up because I'm all emotional. But get busy living. Get busy doing the things that you love, celebrating the things and the people that you love, because you never know when the conversation that you have is the last. And I mean, it's so sad. And, I'm thinking about his children. I'm thinking about his fiance. Um, as a parent, I know we think about, wanting to protect our children, but I'll be honest, and I don't know how many parents are willing to admit this, but I often think about, are my kids going to be okay when it's my time to go? And I just hope and pray that the people that are his friends, which I have a good feeling that they will really wrap their arms around that family and really spend time with that family and those children as they grow and continue to tell stories about their dad, to keep his memory alive and to let them know the type of the mark that he left on this earth. And I know a lot of people are devastated right now, but take that devastation and try to flip it. Try to think of the positive times, the times that he made you smile, the times that he got you excited about wrestling. Try to think about those times. It's hard right now. I'm not expecting anybody to be able to do it right now, but at some point, when you feel ready, do that, and just know that his legacy is going to continue to live, and it'll live through his fans. It'll live through his family. But just know that his legacy will live on. We'll miss the man, but we can always celebrate his legacy and the mark that he made on all of us.
Hell, I mean, one of his children could decide to follow in his footsteps. That family has wrestling in it. We
Mm.
might see somewhere down the road that one of his children might take it up at some point. So,
Mm-hmm.
you
Never
know,
know.
yeah, look at Brody's
Wow.
son. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
so you never know. It could happen. I'll think about him in the funhouse to me. Yeah, listen, that's what you got to do. You got to think about the good times and the good memories, and that's why Jeff said I probably am going to do the same. Go check out the Peacock stuff too, and watch all that and remember the good things and stuff. So well said, well said. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us for tonight. Again, thanks for coming out. We appreciate it. And sorry, it was not what I know. Some of you, again, there might be some of you that are coming out just for Impact, and we apologize. It was not going to ever be a standard show. So we apologize for that, but we'll obviously get back to it on Sunday with Emergence. So um, but yeah, other than that, again, thank you for coming out. We hope that just here and chatting a bit helped out you guys as well as us. And again, please keep the families of both of these men in your thoughts, in your prayers, and yeah, and, just keep them in there and think about them. Um, have a great rest of your night, folks. As good as you can, and please be kind to one another, and probably never more than now in a time like this. And hopefully, we will see you all again when we're back on Sunday for Emergence. Have a good night, guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care, everybody.